Even though it is not summer weather yet here in New England, there have been a few warm days. So I did pull out our electrolytes a few weeks ago. Even though I do drink some of the electrolytes year round, absolutely summertime is the time that I'm using a lot more of them. So we're going to talk a little bit about today, electrolytes, why they're important, how to choose a good one, but most importantly, I'm going to blow your mind. At least it blew my mind when I first got this idea. I was given this idea. I can't take claim for it. I'm having trouble with my words. I'm going to show you how to make a nutritious adult version of Fun Dip. Do you remember Fun Dip? Comment and tell me your thoughts, your memories of Fun Dip, because I can tell you it was one of the things I loved the most. I was going to say as a kid, but I loved it as a teen, and heck, I wouldn't mind eating some today, probably. But I'm sure I wouldn't eat all 3 packs of it like I used to. You know how it comes in the 3 packs and the 2 sticks? Gosh, I loved that stuff. Anybody else love Fun Dip as a kid? And hello, everybody. So glad you're hopping in. Let me bring you into the kitchen where we're going to be making our Fun Dip and remind you of what's going on with our lives. Once a week, we are doing a live together about one simple thing. Just one thing. I'm sticking to one topic, guys. At least I hope. You never know. I love chatting with you guys, so you just never know. But one topic, I'm going to try to keep them on the short side. Something that has made a huge difference in our family's overall health, nutrition, in some very simple way, because I like keeping it simple. So I'm going to cut my fruit first of all, because for this Fun Dip, we are not going to have hard candy sticks that make your lips hurt. They're so sweet. Instead, we're going to use fruit. You don't have to have apples. You can literally use any fruit that you want. I prefer apples because they're naturally so moist. They really hold the Fun Dip nicely. But strawberries are delicious for this too, especially if you're double dipping them. I'm a double dipper. Are you a double dipper? I am. I try not to be when I'm in like other company, but I absolutely double dip. You could even use bananas. Peaches would be good. Frozen peaches would be great. I always have frozen peaches on hand. But honestly, that's not the star of the show. Whatever fruit you choose to use, that's your call. You also have lots of choices with how to make this Fun Dip. But before I start that, let me tell you about how you can choose a good electrolyte. It's important that you trust the company, that they have ideally some secondary testing going on, third-party testing, that you know their ingredients are authentic. You really don't want junk in your electrolyte. I didn't get a bowl for my fruit. You want pure ingredients, real food ingredients. And I choose also based on the salt that's being used, because the salt in my favorite electrolyte is pure mined right from the ground with all of the nutrients. So there are more than 60 trace minerals in the salt that's used in the electrolyte. So that's a few things to keep in mind. Also, when you dehydrate your fruit, we do use dehydrated fruit and an electrolyte. Let me turn it the right way to make this Fun Dip. This is super easy. Don't let it intimidate you. I actually have a whole module in Dehydrating Academy that walks you through how to make amazing dehydrated fruit powders. But let me tell you, it's not intimidating. As long as you have a dehydrator and some good fruit, you can absolutely make this wonderful powder. I use it in so many ways. You can use it to make flavored icing for your cakes. You can use it in your yogurt. It's so good. Sprinkle it on top of your oatmeal, put it in your smoothies, and use it to make an electrolyte Fun Dip. So hello guys, I see a lot of people are saying hello. Montgomery, Alabama, Oregon, hello. And are you guys experiencing hot weather yet? because so far we've had only a few warm days here in New England. But you know what? Let me make, what did I do with my cup? Oh my goodness, I didn't bring my cup over. I am going to quickly make an electrolyte drink, and then I'm going to show you the fun dip. This is my new obsession, this flavor. I wasn't really sure at first. I was like, orange? I don't know. By the way, I don't usually use a whole scoop. I use about half a scoop for my glasses of electrolyte, and then I will add a pinch of salt, which is across the kitchen, so I'm not going to add it this time. This is actually a pretty salty electrolyte, but I even like it saltier, so I'll add a pinch of salt on top of it. I don't want a whole lot of fruitiness, but I want the saltiness, so that's why I do it that way. But you just mix it in with your water. I use a little bit of water so I can mix it well without worrying about it spilling over the sides, and then add my ice. But anyway, the orange, I thought, I don't really want like an orange juice flavor, but it's just so refreshing. So I was wrong. I actually really like it. And it's really good to mix with strawberries to make this fun dip. Really, really good. All right, have a bowl. I had my fun dip. I had my electrolyte. So I'm going to use a scoop of the electrolyte and about equal amounts of my dried strawberry. You could just use the electrolyte. You could just literally dip your fruit in that. But it's going to be really salty because it's so concentrated. I mean, it's not bad, but it's really, really salty. So I'm going to add a teaspoon of my dried strawberries and mix that up. And now I have strawberry orange fun dip, just like that. And the reason I really, really love this is because when it gets into July and August and I'm drinking a whole lot of electrolytes every day, you start feeling kind of like a beached whale and a little bloated from all the drinking. So this is a great way to get the extra electrolytes in your diet and really have fun eating them instead of drinking quite so much water, if that makes sense. Okay. Plus, it just satisfies a childhood obsession, right? Here we go. Oh. So good. It's still salty. Like I told you, I really like salty. So if you don't want it as salty, put 2, maybe 3 times as much of your dried fruit. So good. So why are electrolytes important? You all know water is important. It's important to stay hydrated, especially in the heat when you're sweating a lot and you're losing electrolytes. But the problem is, if you're just drinking water, your cells aren't going to absorb enough of the water. Your cells need the electrolytes, let me fix this, to be able to actually absorb and retain the water. It's important for both things. And electrolytes are so important, not just to help your cells absorb the water they need, but they help with so many other things. They help with nerve and muscle function. So your muscles are not going to be functioning to their optimum level if you're dehydrated and you don't have enough electrolytes, and your nervous system is going to have ramifications from it. So they really just help in so many ways, and they help regulate our pH levels in our body. All of that suffers if we're sweating a lot and we're not taking electrolytes back in. So this is one super fun way to do it. Let me know what you think. If you try it, let me know your combinations and what is your favorite. This is a really good one though. Please comment the word salty. I will send you links to the things we talked about. And by the way, if you want to stock up on some Relight, use my code SOULYRESTED, save 15% off every order all the time. And shipping is free over $30. It's great, great prices for a great product. And if you want to be in the know on all of our weekly One Simple Thing lives, you can sign up to get the replays and get all the details in your inbox. If you go to SOULYRESTED.com/1, I'm thinking, what is it? It's one, O-N-E, spelled out, not the number, but O-N-E. But I will send you that. If you comment salty, I'll send you all those details so you can have all the information. Thanks for joining me, guys. And definitely let me know what you think of this nutritional fun dip.